The karmic energy that you experienced with someone, what it did was actually activate the magic within you, in a literal sense, collective. Magic. You are operating on a whole new frequency. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. This is a community of spiritual warriors, mystics, healers, individuals that are on this magnificent spiritual journey. You've come across this reading according to divine timing. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into this download that I received for you, Divine Collective. Collective, this is a very powerful and positive reading for you. But this reading has to do with harsh lessons, with karma, dealing with karmics. Karma and karmics are a very complex force. There's a cause and an effect, right? Like the butterfly effect. Spirit is saying recognizing the bitter lessons, identifying situations, where karma feels unjust and a situation or circumstances of bad luck. Maybe it was a result of a risky decision. This path that you're on is actually the result of a karmic connection and situation. You are operating on a whole new frequency, and your energy has totally shifted from what the karmic attachments expected. The issues surrounding a connection or several connections you had in your past and the karmic situation propelled you into using your gifts, your magical gifts. And what it did, it really inspired, focused, creative talents that you carry, that you possess. It was like a turning point. The visions that you always had, you're now turning those visions into reality with inspired action. And one of the reasons is when you go through difficult times, our system operates off of fight or flight. And when I see in this reading for you, collective, you decided to fight. But you didn't fight the individuals that caused you harm, that brought pain or suffering or anything unjust to you. You fought with activating the magic within yourself. So you literally took creative action, collective, toward a new project. You really turned your focus on your abilities. There were some opportunities that were opened up to you, and you clearly took that path. It did take, however, some courage, some letting go of doubt, not operating under fear, to start manifesting these things into your life, into your existence. It wasn't as though you wanted to fill a void or a space, but it was something you wanted to do to accomplish something for yourself. And it just solidifies that you have much purpose, that the things that you dealt with these individuals of the past really helped to facilitate putting you on to purpose, onto the correct path. Those connections, however unsavory, toxic they may have been, or chaotic that they may have been, they were really there for you to learn from, to know what it is that you're willing to accept, also how you see yourself, learning to trust yourself, trust your intuition, knowing that you have the skills and whatever it takes to make something good happen for yourself. You didn't have to rely on others. You dealt with some unsavory individuals that were really untrustworthy. But you turned the lemons that you were given into lemonade, and how beautiful things are going for you and are coming in as you continue to manifest them. It's wonderful. It was a hard call that you had to make to let go of these individuals, or at least one or more individuals that you were connected to. You did some soul searching. You knew that you would have to move differently, because those karmic lessons you learn, they teach you in many different ways. You had to allow yourself, collected, to feel hurt, angry, and confused at the situation. But in the end, the overall lesson is that you found valuable insights and growth opportunities within yourself, right? To see how successful that you can actually become. You did this by analyzing whatever mistakes you felt as though you made. And now you know exactly how to avoid repeating them in the future. You know the red flags when you see them. You don't have an issue with speaking up for yourself, saying what is clearly on your mind. You get your point across without hesitation. And there is rapid changes coming in quick for you because you've really been diligent and you've persevered and you continued to push through difficult times, and you have been working on something that is now bearing fruit. And you did this to show yourself what you're made of, what you're capable of, more so than others. So let's see what else Spirit wants to bring through in this message. The download is clearly about you identifying your gifts, putting your gifts to work in all facets, with all elements, and making something tangible happen for you. Big opportunities and money I see are now in position for you on your path. So these doors of opportunity are about to be opened up to you, collective. And had you not made this difficult decision in the past to let go of the connections that were toxic and karmic and to use your skill set, this King of Pentacles most likely would not have presented itself in this season for you. In this season, I'm seeing within the next 6 to 9 months is what I clearly see. Something being accomplished that you have been diligently working on. 7 of Pentacles. For quite a while. Temperance. All from the insights and the wisdom and the skills that you have learned and acquired in your Hermit's energy. And now, this new opportunity to move forward in this new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Ace of Swords. Something you're doing that may be in the public's eye. It could be something you're doing to teach, right? It could be in any area, but I know it is a very creative area that allows you to share your inspiration in some format. Art, poetry, song, creativity, product line, fashion. But this is something that you've always wanted to do, and now you're doing it. And see, there's a justice at the bottom of the deck confirming that this is happening for you because it's bringing about balance and fairness. Because you went through a season when things were very much so off balance. They were definitely not fair. So this is a cause and effect in this season for you. I can't make it up, collective. The next card is just what I said, 7 of Pentacles. Here it is. Wow. So you clearly have been planning, and now you're able to see the progress in your plans. And these are long-term plans and visions. The connections of the past, the toxic karmic connections of the past, right here. The devil's energy. These people or that person had destructive behavior and patterns that place restrictions on you and your creativity and your magic, most importantly. People may be throwing around the word magic, should not be taken lightly, because there is such a thing. There is that thing within you that you're born with. And once activated, you can't turn it off. So once you identify these people and in the illusions that they were casting out over you while they were succubus and also parasitic entities actually within these individuals that you were connected to, those were parasites. Those entities came to kill, steal, and destroy. They wanted you to believe in something that was not true. And how was that going to happen when I'm speaking to a divine, feminine, and empress? Male or female, I am speaking to someone who sits in a seat of authority as an empress. You naturally were born with this magician's card, this energy as an empress. This was something that was going to be activated in you regardless on this journey in this lifetime. The individuals that you dealt with could have been an ex-lover, could have been family, could have been friends, could have been colleagues, whomever it was. They facilitated this ascension, this spiritual development in you so that you can physically ascertain financial security, do shadow work, address traumas and triggers. Now that you've worked through those things and detached from those individuals, you're moving into an era where success comes to meet you. You don't have to go and flip the rock over and look for it. Success is now coming to meet you because you're now prepared. You are ready. Yeah. Five of Cups. It is those individuals' loss. It is someone or several individuals that feel a great loss not being connected to you, not having your energy to siphon off of. And they hold a lot of memories with these people. It very well could be someone that you grew up with, someone that you were in a relationship with, someone that you may be going to school with. But these connections, and it also could have definitely been a karmic lover. With this King of Pentacles, there's the Ten of Pentacles. Fulfillment, accomplishment, long-term success is what you're building. You have the energy, the drive, and the passion, and you're definitely inspired to take action, right? And so that's why you're building this wealth. You're building security. You want to establish wealth for yourself and those directly connected to you, such as close family and loved ones. As I stated, you did the shadow work. You dealt with the triggers and the traumas. There's the Death card. You definitely did the work within yourself, because when you're in a situation or a connection that is heavily karmic, the art of resilience is imperative. Shifting your mindset from being a victim to being self-empowered is what this download showed me. It's like you overcame all the obstacles and the setbacks by focusing on what you could actually control, which was this: the Magician, the Empress, and the Death card. Transformation, dying of ego death, doing shadow work, going through the dark night of the soul. You did the work on yourself. This is why you're crowned Empress with magic. You had to learn to have some compassion for yourself all over again, because you dealt with and accepted some things that were real foul, some things that you normally wouldn't deal with. It feels as though you took a decrease, a step back, or lowered your expectations while you dealt with this individual or these individuals, right? But you found the purpose in your hardship, collective. You discovered your strength, and you examined the meaning of the test in this challenge, and you came through with flying colors by transforming this painful experience into a positive impact. And that's exactly what I see has happened here. So let's look further. Divine spirits, show me what it is that the collective have dealt with to bring them to this place of embracing a new beginning. Yeah, so here's victory. You'll have victory in your new beginning. What has brought the collective to this place in life now? Those that didn't see your worth, those that sat back and contemplated giving to you fairly. Six of Pentacles. These individuals didn't want to give to you. They didn't want to be any type of support to you because they were not there with good intentions. They didn't have generosity in their heart for you. They didn't want to be fair. That's why the Justice card is out here twice. Because due to the lack of this with these connections, now, here it is. The universe is going to meet you with these blessings, these opportunities, these open doors, these new ways of being self-sufficient, receiving income, revenue, blessings. Can't make it up. Ace of Wands. That was your first card, collective. The Ace of Wands. That's your first card out. Ace of Wands. Beautiful new beginning. Being inspired. Turning the pain into power. Being enthusiastic about your own future. shifting your mindset and your energy. So now here's your time to have balance in your life, to receive harmony in your life. You learn to be sensible. You learn to listen to your intuition. You went through quite a bit. They tested your courage. They tested your faith. But you maintained. You persevered. So now I want to take a look at some of the things that you dealt with. So we've got the wonderful and the not so wonderful tarot messages. Let's see what else Spirit would like to say about those connections that you had.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind.
What was beneath the karmic energy, the toxicity, and the chaos? Is there anything you'd like to enlighten the Divine Collective, this beautiful Empress, who is now using their God-gifted magic for increase, self-empowerment, prosperity, abundance, good health, longevity, without causing any harm to anyone else, just taking care of things for their path and doing things that are placed within their reach for their purpose? So what are some of the things that happened? You had a copycat. Copycat was in your energy. Doppelganger, someone wanting to compete, someone wanting to be you, someone wanting to replicate your energy. Those were the ones that I told you they were like parasites. They had the parasitic demonic entities attached to them, so they were siphoning your energy. This was where your blockage was in the past. What else would we like to share with the Divine Collective? Yeah, now things are falling apart for these individuals. That's why they feel the loss in the Five of Cups energy. Cannot make it up. Toxic. These individuals were heavily toxic. That's why the Devil card came out to just sum it up. That's why the Devil card presented itself, because they were really toxic. The connection just was unfit for you. But you had to learn the valuable lesson. You had to learn to trust your instincts. You had to learn how to see those red flags. Wow. Look at it. All that came out. And the one card turned up was envy. These people were envious of you because they could see your light. Just beaming, shining bright. And they would love to have stopped. These toxic copycats who are now falling apart because they no longer have access to you and your energy. Very envious individuals. They never gave you compliments, I'm hearing. They never patted you on the back. They never said, oh, that was a good job you did. Thanks for looking out for me. Thanks for that advice. You're really good at this particular thing that you do. They never extended any of that to you. They felt as though if they gave you a compliment or said anything nice or did anything that showed you any type of compassion or love, that, yeah, or used any emotional intelligence, that would only give you more increase in your magical powers. But you came with emotional intelligence, right? That's why the Judgment card is there, because you had to make a decisive decision in order to release this toxic connection. Do the work on yourself to move into a time of success, to show yourself what you're made of. Because these people were not your DNA. They were not your identity. They were not whom you're created to be. They were just a connection on the path for reasons of growth, to learn from, to be tested. And you passed the test too, by the way, Collective. You're onto something good, Collective. Just continue to surrender to the universe. Go with the flow. And remember, what you control is you. And all the things around you, you do not. Those things may change up on you, right? So things must change. And you know this because of your emotional intelligence. You don't allow your emotions to get attached anymore to things because you know things will change. That's why surrender came up, because you've learned to surrender your need to control and accept change. That is emotional intelligence. Abundance is clearly here in your future, and so is purpose. You know what you are here to do, and your abundance is limitless because you have what? Started operating and using your magic. Your magic as an empress. This can be the way you handle things, the way you see things, the way you listen, how you communicate, time management, waking up early or staying up, working through the night, lining up your to-do list, getting things done, working extra, working on personal projects, pushing forth your creative ideas, being fearless. All of that has to do with your magic. Paying attention to the moon cycles, knowing when to move forward, when to stay still, and then you have to definitely know when to fall back. And that's very important when you're dealing with others. When do you fall back? Right? Because this tells you surrender and change, and emotional intelligence clearly tells you you are what? Only in control of yourself. One last card here before I close the reading out. It's stuck to my fingers. And then we have patience. Accept that everything happens in divine order. And that's pretty much the point or the purpose of this download, this reading. Is to say that that according to divine timing, you learned some things on your journey with some connections of the past. And they propelled you with pain to bring forth your magic and put it to work. You worked so diligently, you persevered so hard that you have been crowned Empress. An Empress is not, that position doesn't always say there's a lot of tangible resources or finances at hand, but it says a whole lot about your character and the quality of person you are, your morals, your ethics, how compassionate you are, how you love, and that you know you have a purpose. Because abundance is naturally built into you as an Empress. And with using your magic, this Six of Wands victory is definitely yours. It's yours. You'll be recognized for something you're doing that is highly creative, because you have two Ace of Wands here, the Magician. So something you're doing is about to pay off, Divine Collective. And it's important to remember those things that didn't feel so good, that stung really bad, or was truly painful, to have enough memory of them, this energy here, in order to stay focused on your path and purpose now and move toward this abundance, because you cleared their energy. But as a little token, those little reminders of some of the pain or some of the things you dealt with keeps you consistent and also operating on a high frequency of intuition and wisdom. So I'm glad to say the divine universe is applauding you for all your efforts and your hard work. And now you are in the season of being rewarded. So take care, Divine Collective, because you have definitely come a long way. I send light, love, and empowerment to you. I appreciate you. I thank all of you all that leave the comments. I thank you for your gifts and donations to this channel. I thank you for joining as members as well. So how this reading resonates with you, drop a comment or two and let me know. I like to stay connected to the energy of my viewers, the subscribers, members of this community. I see in the spirit. I shall return soon. Ashe.